Hey all, welcome back to Yooka-Laylee. Today we are finally starting up the game proper in tribalstack tropics, the first real level of the game. So, immediately the game calls to us with a row of 5 quills. However, there's a couple things I want to do first. First things first, let's just fall to our deaths. Hang on, this is the wrong way. Let's just fall to our deaths. But wait! What's this over here? Yeah, this is the first Ghost Rider. The Ghost Riders are this game's equivalent to Jinjos, but they work a little bit differently than Jinjos. There's 5 different kinds of Ghost Riders, 1 per level. Of course, getting all of them gets you a Pagey. However, they each work a little differently from each other. The one we just got is the orange one, which, basically works exactly like a Jinjo would. You just find it in level and you get it pretty easily. The others will need some different tactics. But here's the other thing we need to do first. Excuse me. This is kind of tricky. Yeah, remember how I said that I really like how this game lets you approach challenges in ways that feel wrong? Yeah, this is a good example of that. There's another thing that I want to show real quick. So right here, there's one of these things. Keep that in mind for later. And also... There we go. I guess also keep in mind there's fall distance, but, or fall damage, I mean. But, that's not going to be too much of an issue for us, I feel like. As you will see eventually. Hi, phone. Yeah, I just wanted to show that off because that's another challenge you can kind of get past pretty easily. Just by cheating the system a little bit and thinking outside the box. Although it's not like necessarily any easier than doing it the normal way. It's just a different way of doing it that I just like to do because it's fun. Anyway, here's another kind of Ghost Rider. This is the green one. And this we just finished with Spyro, actually, so if you remember the thieves from that, yeah, these are basically those pieces of shit again. Yeah. A little bit easier to deal with than the thieves in Spyro could get, though, just because, pattern isn't quite as much of an issue, and you always fight them in very simplistic arenas. Except for one of them, actually. There's like one of them I can remember off the top of my head that we'll need to put a bit more thought into. Cool. I kind of want to find a few more quills before I stop by your place, duder, but okay, sure, I'll keep that in mind. Right, so here's something I kind of want to talk about. This is usually the first Pagey I get in this world, just because it's, kind of out of the way, but also in the way in the same sense, I guess. Skeleton's a girl, by the way. Also looks very ghoulies to me. Yeah, a lot of people miss the point where Yooka calls Clara Miss and just thinks she's a dude. Anyway, here's this game's absolutely fucking brain-dead combat. Don't you see? If I stand completely still and do nothing, actively trying to make the game less fun for myself, the game's less fun. What a fucking joke. Am I right? Because obviously everyone loved Banjo-Kazooie for the in-depth combat of roll into a dude. Banjo-Kazooie, the franchise with the many memorable combat encounters, like, there is an enemy in your way, I guess roll into them. And all the 0 times you died to losing health. Alright, so that's our first pagey. My goal for this video is to get 3. Alright, so, actually, you know what, before we go up here, let's go talk to Trowzer, I guess. In fact, actually, before we do that, I see Nimbo, I think she's called, over here. A Racy Pair. This is like the most ham-fisted joke in the entire game. Alright, so this is a challenge a lot of people have trouble with, and it is kind of tricky once you, like, when you're not used to how the game controls. I did definitely have a lot of trouble with this. However, it's not quite as hard for me now. Mostly it's just hard for me because I'm a kleptomaniac and always want to pick up everything. Like, as soon as I can. Shit, I missed those. Oh well, luckily there's enough rubber banding to where I'm not completely screwed. Ah, missed one quill. Oh well. And now I missed 2. Yeah, this is just like a 1-lap race, so don't worry if you, like, mess anything up here. It's fine. And there we go. First try. Yeah, that usually takes people a few attempts, but I didn't have too much trouble with it just now, as you can see. Alright, so I'm gonna take a quick lap around that place and just pick up anything I missed. And we're back. So, I got up to 57 quills. Still need a few more to get another extra move, but we need like 90 total in order to get all the moves anyway, so it's no biggie. Yeah, this is gonna be like the one level where we're gonna be strapped for quills, assuming you do a full completion run like I'm trying to do, and don't just like half-ass anything until the last second. Alright, so now we have enough to get 2 more moves. So, let's begin. I usually get the first 2 first. On the first 2 on the list, by the way, that's what it is. I don't think I've ever seen maneuvers spelled that way. Is that just the European spelling? Do you get it? Do you get the joke? Do you get the joke? Alright, so the first two moves I usually get are Sonar Shot and Slurp Shot. One move for Yooka and Laylee, respectively. Or, not respectively, but Yooka-Laylee. Sonar Shot move. I'm pretty sure you don't use Sonar Shot on the World 3 boss. Well, I guess he is supposed to be, like... a snake. You get it? You get it? That's the joke! Look, I don't think you guys understand how clever this joke is. I probably shouldn't be making fun of the game as much as I am right now, because I do genuinely enjoy it. But yeah, these are like the two moves I tend to think about the most as far as like useful moves from these three. So yeah, the Sonar Shot, we're gonna be seeing some use for that soon enough. Real quick, let me slide down here. And we're gonna take the way up here in a minute, but first things first, let's show off the Slurp Shot. So, these bushes over here, take a look at them, and it changes your basic square attack move into the sort of projectile. Depending on which kind of bush you take up, it takes a different kind of projectile. However, it's these Ghost Riders here that I really want to talk about real quick. So, you need the Slurp Shot to get this guy. I forget the official names for all of these, but this one's like a hungry boy. And he wants you to shoot something into his mouth, which can be a ball of ice, a grenade, literally fire, just any of those things. Doesn't matter. He's not picky. Man's just gotta eat. So you do that, and then he becomes green. And there you go. Got yourself a fancy schmancy new Ghost Rider. Alright, so this thing now. Hit triangle in it. Spits out a Sonar Shot. Sonar Shot has more use than just that, but this is mostly what you're going to be using it for, I feel like. You can also use Sonar Shot to stun enemies, so you can, like, kill them easier, I guess, but that's not really useful for these, like, random books. Anyway, let's do things my way real quick. Alright, so aim your shot just right, and there you go. So now that platform is ready, and there we go! Got it! Yeah, the way you're supposed to do it is you're supposed to, like, go along these platforms and, shoot sonar shots of the various different idols, like, where they're at. Oh, have I gotten 3 pages already? I guess I have. Huh. Yeah, I totally have. Huh. I didn't realize that. But I think I do want to do a little bit more just to, like, learn that last move. How many quills do I have? Yeah, so I need 20 more. Alright, let's move around for a bit. We've got plenty of time before the video's over, so let's just do one more pagey, I guess. Alright, so I'm not sure exactly how many quills there are on this path, but this should bring us closer anyway. But yeah, this page just wants us to find several pieces of them. For some reason, the one you're more likely to find first is labeled as the second one. And, oh yeah, I just heard something that reminds me. There's another thing we're going to be finding in here. So, hear that kind of giggle? Well, when that happens, hold down triangle and just start spinning the stick in a circle. And that's how you find the Ghost Rider. And there you go. That's still only a 20. Alright, let me see how much more I can find of these. Anything up here? I can maybe jump over there if I, like, time it right. In fact, let's get over here. Actually, there's something else I can show off while we're here. So there's another collectible, like, near here. Oh, hey, someone else just came online. Not that that's gonna show up on OBS, but, you know. So these things here, these skulls, there's one of these in every level. They don't actually count towards your totals or anything, but once you get, like, 1, 3, or 5 of them, you get an achievement, and I don't know, I usually like to find them anyway, just because they're little collectibles that you can find in the levels, and I just like collecting things, basically, because I'm autistic. That's not even a joke, that's literally the reason. Alright, I'm not going to go any farther up there, I just want to get on up here. And there we go, now we're at 30. Alright, so we've got about 18 minutes on the timer right now. Probably like a few seconds of that are going to get cut out. So, I'd say we did good progress here. Let's just get that last pagey real quick. And get the last move from Trowzer. Here we go, the Buddy Slam. Kind of a staple of platformers. This is just the ground pound, basically. Alright, so with all that taken care of, just one more thing to do. Return to the hub world. I don't think I've ever seen the dialogue about a bet before. Man, I must have been, like, really fucking impatient to get things going when I first played this game. But yeah, this is a new mechanic I was talking about. Expanding the world. It's not a mechanic I feel like I'm a big fan of. In theory, I like it, but the problem is, after this first world, it's kind of pointless. Because, like, the requirements to just get into each world is kind of ridiculously short compared to how much stuff you can do in a world before you're done with it. I don't know. I thought it was really cool when the game was first, like, being teased, but in retrospect, thinking about it now, it doesn't really add much to the game. And it could. It could totally add to the game if they had reworked how they planned to go about it just a bit. Like, I was thinking there would be, like, various different spots in each world that you would have to pay pages in order to, like, expand certain parts of it, but no, it's just like, you go into the world, and you can pay an extra fee to get the rest of the world just at the same time. I don't know, maybe it's just me. But yeah, I guess let's just end things off real quick by expanding the world. Excuse me. That costs 3 of our 4 pages we have right now, right? Yeah, so that would have been 4. So, next time we'll be heading back into tribalstack tropics and seeing what's new. See y'all then. Later. There's something about giving.